Hey gamers, in today's tier list video, the final one of a series of videos I've been doing for the past few days, we're going to be ranking Splatoon 3's main weapons. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I mean, there's technically like only a couple weapon types like the dualies, but I consider main weapons to be, there's like different variations of dualies, you know, and I'm not counting the weapons that have different kits. I'm talking about the ones that are function a little bit differently from their main weapon counterparts. So we got a list here. Although it didn't include everything, I added 2 new things, including the big swing roller and the toothbrush, Splatana, whatever, mint, whatever it's called, because this list was made by Xeno Wandering, but it was last updated in 2022, and I couldn't find any other tier list that had like all these weapons. They all either had, you know, the main weapons by themselves, you know, the dualies as one thing and that's it, not like the separate dualie types, or they had every single weapon listed, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, hopefully you guys don't mind too much. I added like 2 new photos for myself, but otherwise this list is kind of outdated, you know, but hopefully it has like basically everything. If it didn't have everything, I apologize. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's start off with this thing here, which is the thing I don't remember the names of these weapons. I'm a big Splatoon fan, but I don't remember the subs and specials that each weapon has, or what they're called, but I do know what they do. This one you have to like double tap or whatever to shoot, and I don't really care about it. I'm gonna say C tier because I don't really like that thing. I don't like it when I have to push the button twice to shoot. I just prefer just holding down the button and it shoots, and there you go. Now we got this one, which is actually comparatively way better. I might say B because yeah, it has like a sort of range, but it does a bit more damage, and yeah, at least you don't have to like double tap it multiple times. This one, I don't remember. Is this the one you have to double tap, or do none of these to double tap? Either way, I kind of find it bland. I think it's better than this one because I believe it has more range. Whether it does do the double tapping or not, I don't remember. I think there's like 2 variations. Either way, I think it's better than this one, but yeah. Next up, we got the dualies, which I like the dualies. I prefer other dualies though, but these were the original main ones. I might say high B. I don't like that they have sort of range, but you know, they did start off the dualie trend, so I'll go with that. And then now we got this one, the Class Blaster. Honestly, I might say A tier. I know this weapon is like hated or whatever, but I love the range it has in terms of like the outer range, the range from like 1 point to a further point is really short, but you know, the wider range is pretty great, and I really enjoy that, you know. And overall, I really like using it. I wish there was a more range in terms of obviously for 1 point to another point like far off, but overall I enjoy it. Next we got these dualies, which are kind of, I don't really care about them. I'm probably gonna say C tier because they have very short range. They dash really fast, but like that's it. That's the only thing it has going for it. I would rather play the regular dualies any day of the week. But now we got the Spoosomatic, I believe this is what it's called, and I like this weapon. I think I might say B. I don't know if I prefer it over this one, because I do like the wider range it has, you know, for covering turf, but it does have shorter range in terms of attacking someone further ahead of you. I might be mixing up the words range, so I apologize, but yeah, I think overall it's good, but I don't know if I would say it's better than this one. I'll just leave it like that for now. Next up, we got the Splatana, or maybe the other one is the Splatana. This is just a variant. I don't remember. Either way, the Splatana, I think it's fine. I might say, I don't know. I might say C. I don't really care about it. It's fine or whatever, but not my thing. Oh, we got the this one, the gun, the Splatling or whatever, which has decent range, but I think it goes through the shots way too quickly. So I might say C again, you know. I might say C. Next up, we got the Bamboozler. I'm gonna say D. I don't like the snipers in general, the chargers or whatever you want to call it. This is probably the best one out of all of them, and this is still really low. So there's a tease of where I'm gonna put all the chargers and snipers or whatever. Okay, this is the other one where you have to, you know what? I'm gonna put this one and this one down here because I really don't like. I'll move the Bamboozler lower because I really don't like the fact that you have to double tap these things to use the weapons, and they are like they have relatively long range, but overall like it takes so many shots to kill someone. So yeah, we got this one, which I think it's fine. It's a fine basic weapon. I don't really care about it, but it's a good fine weapon, you know, whatever. Next up, we got this one, the Undercover Umbrella, which is another fine weapon. I might say C, but like high C, because I'll say B. I don't know. Maybe I'll move around these later. I probably will, but I'm fine using it compared to other weapons. But overall, it's just kind of, like I don't know. And then this one, which is the hero one, which I believe is just a reskin of this. So, B. We got this one, the Splatling Pro or whatever it's called. I like this weapon. Honestly, I might say A because it has far longer range. It does not have good coverage. I think that's what I was mixing up the word range and coverage. So this doesn't really have good coverage in terms of the ink below you, but it has great range, and I actually do like using this weapon. So yeah. Next up, we got the bucket. The bucket, I might say another A tier, maybe. I do like that bucket. I do like how it has a decent bit of range and also decent bit of coverage. Pretty good around across the board. So yeah. Next up, we got this one. I'm gonna say F tier. We got also the Splatlings. I also don't really care about. I'm gonna say D tier for this one. Okay, we got the Aero Spray. First S tier. I love the Aero Spray. It just has a good mix of a decent bit of range, but also great coverage, you know, and, you know, it's just a good time to use it. I like using it, so, yeah. Is this the regular Splat Roller? If it is, I think this is the regular Splat Roller. I'm gonna say A tier because this was like one of my main weapons in Splatoon 2, and I still like using it in Splatoon 3, though not as much as I used to. But I still really like it, you know? And then we got this one, which is another good contender for good range, or decent range, and then also great coverage. So I like it. We got the Flingza Roller, I believe, which, I'm gonna say A, but probably the lower part of A because it's basically the same roller again, but it does bigger hits when you swing it vertically, but also it's very slow compared to this one. But I think it's still good, but I think it's the weaker. Again, I might move these around later. We got this one, this gun, which I'm gonna say range blaster. I'm gonna say C. We got the Dynamo Roller, which I actually do like using this weapon a bit. I might say A again, because I do like this weapon. This is the weapon that got me into tower control, like in the higher ranks in Splatoon 3. So I owe it that. It's pretty fun. So yeah. And then I don't know what's the difference between this one and this one, but so I'm just gonna say C again. And then now we got this gun, which is this the one where you double tap? I don't remember, man. I'm gonna say that. Maybe I'll say C just to be safe. I don't know. This one has the shorter range than this one, but is this the one you double tap? I don't remember. Okay, and now we got the Luna Blaster, which I like. I do like the Luna Blaster. I might say lower A, at least for right now, because I do prefer the Class Blaster, but the Luna Blaster, I do think it's it's a bit different, but in many ways it's also a better version of the Class Blaster. It has more range, more coverage. You know, it's a bit slower but more powerful. So in some ways I think it's better, but obviously I think the Class Blaster is more fun. So yeah. Now we got the Nautilus, I believe. Which the Nautilus, probably D again. I don't really care about the Splatlinks or the Chargers. Speaking of Chargers, F. We got this one, which is D. Okay, here we go. We got the Dualies, Squelchers. I don't know. I love these weapons the most. These were my main Dualies in Splatoon 3, and although I don't use them that much in Splatoon, or my main weapons in Splatoon 2, I'm sorry, but even though I don't use them much in Splatoon 3, I still enjoy using them, you know. They're a good time. I do like how you could have 4 dash rolls and they have bigger range, so there you go. But now we have these Dualies, which are, I don't know, I don't really care about either of these. So, C, we got this one. I think this is the scope one. This goes way lower, way lower. Okay, now we got this one, which has really long range, but at the same time, not very good coverage, and it doesn't kill people that easily. But I still would rather use it than any Charger and Splatling. So, I'll probably say, I don't know, C, maybe? Sure, maybe, at least for now. Now we got the Bubbler S tier. I love this weapon. I know people hate it as well, but I just like how fun it is. It's just a bathtub that you spray around bubbles with, and it's got good range, good coverage, good, like, it's good. I like it. Oh yeah, and then now we got the Dually, I think these are the Dually Squelchers. I think I called the other one Dually Squelchers, whatever. This one is another S tier. I do main these somewhat in Splatoon 3. They're what got me into splat zones in the higher ranks in the game, and yeah, I really enjoyed the longer range. So yeah. Now we got the NES thing. I'll probably say A because it's a good gun. I like the range and it has a decent bit of coverage, so I'll say A. Now we got this one. I might say D. I don't really care. This one, I'll probably say C. I don't know the difference. Besides, I think this one has longer range, maybe. Okay, let me move around this. We got the Ink Brush, which I'm gonna say B, because I did also use this in Splatoon 2. It did get me in the higher ranks in Clan Blitz specifically. So I owe it that, and I enjoy using it. Not that much anymore, but I still had a good time with it. We got the Heavy Splatling, D. We got this bucket, which I think is good. I'm gonna say A too, just because it's similar to this one, but it does have a longer range, I guess, you know. So yeah, now we got more Chargers. Another Splatling, D. Is this fair? Probably not, but I just don't like using them. We got this, F. Okay, here we go. We got this bucket, which I actually don't mind at all. I don't really have a problem with most of the buckets. This one I have a little bit more of an issue with, but I still like it. I might say B, maybe lower B. But I still think it's good, you know? And then we got this one, which I think it's better than the other one. And actually, I don't really care. Whatever. Now, where did I put this one? I don't really know the difference between these two exactly. I think this one has shorter range, but faster, I think. So whatever, I don't really care. Next, we got this long range thing, which is another weapon I don't really care about using, but I would rather use it than any other one down here. So C. Now we got this one, which is the Carbon Roller, I believe. I like the Carbon Roller, but I do think it's probably the weakest of the rollers. It's fast, you know, but it doesn't really do that much damage. I would rather use any of the other rollers, in my opinion. Now we got this one, which is the Big Brella, where you can shoot it out and it has like a big shield. I might say C, I don't know. And then this Brella, which is smaller but faster. Higher C, I guess. I don't know. Okay, now we got the two ones, which I don't know why this one turned out black, by the way. I guess because the image I got was transparent, but this one was also transparent and it didn't show up that way. Anyway, we got the big swing roller, which I actually do like this roller. I'm gonna say maybe lower A because it's fast like the carbon roller, but it actually does more damage and has bigger range. It's still not as good in my opinion as like the regular splat roller or the this one right here, or maybe even this roller. It might be better than this one, but I still think it's fun and good. And now we got the toothbrush weapon, which I don't really remember the difference between this one, so I'm gonna say there you go, it goes there. So that's it. Let me reorganize this list here, because I'm actually not sure if I should keep it like this. So let's see. Honestly, I really do like S. You know what? Controversial pick. I'm gonna put the Class Blaster in S tier. I might put I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna move this down a peg to B tier. Also, I think I rated this too highly, so I'm gonna put it down. I don't really care about it. This one, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, lower this one as well. High D. But let's see. To be honest, I think this might be my final list. I only changed around like some things. I guess I could move around these to be more specific, like probably like that. Like I'll rank them actually how they're supposed to be in my view. Maybe this. I don't know. They could go either way. The buckets for me. Like that. And then we got okay. Okay, let me move this up. Maybe. Yeah. I think I would rather use these than the umbrellas than the bottom weapons. And again, I don't really know the difference between these ones. I think this one is better from what I remember, but I could be wrong. Yeah, honestly, this might be it. I think this is the scope, and then this is also another scope, which I think are the worst of the worst. So yeah. Actually, I'm gonna move this one up just because. Okay, should I? Sure, I'll move it up because I would rather use this than any of the other ones. Actually, maybe I'll move it. I don't know, man. Honestly, it could go either way. I don't really care. Actually, I'll move this down, you know. Okay, you know what? Whatever. That's fine. This is going to be my final list, guys. You know, relatively how I would rank them, like, even in an individual basis. Like, this was probably the highest one, and then this one, and then this one. There's some that are debatable. Like, I don't know if, like, this one is lower than this one, or if the umbrellas, like, I don't really care that much. But, you know, I think this is my final ranking. You know, I think I covered every single main weapon in Splatoon 3. So if I didn't, I apologize. You know, blame this guy because this was last updated in 2022, and I found what I think were the other two main weapons that were added in Splatoon 3's life, but maybe I missed something, so I apologize. So maybe I guess it will be my fault too. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, play some Xenoblade, and I'll catch you all next time for more. Peace. Also check out Xeno Wandering on Twitter, X, or whatever. But I'll see you all tomorrow for actually a browsing video, probably. So be on the lookout. But anyway, bye.